I'm not leaving here.
It sounds like this guy is Kendall.
He like, we're done. Hey, bro. And then I was like, is that her? I was like, so is that her son's father too? She was like, yeah. She like paused. She was like stuttering and shit. And then she was like, yes, but they're not married. So, and I was like, well, I don't think that changes the fact that that's his dad. Like,
right.
Yes, they're not married.
And white people would be distraught when they ain't married.
Hey, Leslie about to get snapped on over there with that microphone jiggling, dog. Hey, you worse than Trey with the ice. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, I can't even let the listeners know we bake. We live. We here. It's been a 2 month hiatus. Y'all know me. I'm your illustrious host, Jerome Williams. I don't even know how to intro the pod no more, man. How do I even do this? Right.
Feel it.
Right. Yeah. Kendall can't talking about he can't hear. Now y'all know why he can't hear. But as y'all can see, I got my good brother Kendall Watson in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Feeling great, man. Happy Black History Month. We got one more day.
One more day.
I love my people. Or no, 2 more days. Excuse me. It's 26. I love my people. Had an excellent Black History Month program a couple weeks ago.
What was that?
It's through one of the nonprofits through my job.
Mm-hmm.
We had like the VP of corporate offices. She came in and spoke. She real like authentic, did a lot for the company and shit. And she just kind of always give back to the young people and try to push them to, do what they need to do in workspaces, speak up when some bullshit is going on, shit like that. Like she always encourage it. So just we had like Clark Atlanta. They came in with their drumline band. They set it off for us. Then we had a couple speakers like from United Negro College Fund, shit that we, some of the donations we made between the network and them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a great event, man. Like I just love being around it, like the whole atmosphere. Also, my Bucks are doing great. Brewers season is spring training is starting as well. Go Brewers. They just beat the Dodgers last night. I'm feeling great.
What's up, bro? That shirt fire you got on too, by the way. Where you get that from?
I was actually here. It was it's in Atlantic Station. It's some brother that he sells shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just t-shirts or what, but they real like good quality. He had Kareem. He had a couple. He got his other shirt with like it's a sister and it's these brothers behind her. She holding the baby and it say like it take a village.
Mm-hmm.
He got some slick ass shit. So I'll send you his website if y'all want to check it out.
All right, bet for sure. And I also got my good brother. I got my good brother Sydney Blaze in the building. How you doing this week, Sydney? Tell the people where you been at. What's been going on with you, man?
I'm good, man. I just want to take some time to air some grievances real quick. Trey, I'm not fucking with Trey. I have not talked to Trey in 2 months since we last pod. This is not how things usually go.
Hey,
no. Shut up, Trey.
Go ahead, man.
And Rome, you ever since we had our little incident with the when I beat you at fantasy football, you've been treating me different. You wouldn't congratulate me.
Niggas get a mini mansion and act brand new.
Man, Leslie, you can do no wrong. Hey, he told me I couldn't come.
Yeah,
I asked him to shoot. I was out there. I asked him to shoot me the address. He said he's busy right now. I said, okay.
Nah,
motherfuckers change, man.
Hey,
I should have never gave you niggas money.
Man, just so you know, Blaze, I was over here like trying to. I was coming up with my apology speech to you.
Okay, well,
read it. You know what I mean?
Read it now.
No, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was one of them Pokemon hats from that nigga Ash Ketchum. That's
yeah.
I definitely thought that was a Pokemon hat until I see Fresh.
Hey, Fresh, yeah.
I'm blind as hell.
Hey. Or you could send me a hat and we good.
Hey, I'm gonna send you 2 hats, man.
My man.
Blaze, I apologize though, man. It's been a rough last 2 months with the business, man. I apologize, man.
I understand. Communication is key, brother. Communication.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna send you 2 hats, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Blaze, your fantasy football win was a fluke, by the way. So I mean,
it was a bubble championship.
It was a bubble championship. Hey, listen, dog, my quarterback did not play, so that does not count, okay? And
hey, look, a win is a win is a win.
Okay, you know what? Take it, bro.
The champ is here.
You take it, bro. You got this. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, dog, I was trying to find my soundboard of Funkmaster Flex saying he lied. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't find it, dog. So I'll let you live. But anyway, I also have my good brother Montre Brown in the building. How you feeling this week, Montre? Not
I'm feeling all right, man. I'm glad I got to talk to my man Sidney Blades, man. You know.
Okay, I was gonna say since he aired out his grievances, I just want to know how
I'm
you
saying
felt.
he got my number too though. He called
Yeah,
me
I
about
know,
other stuff.
man. Man. Yeah.
Let that YouTube TV not play the game right at the right time.
Hey man, I can't get on YouTube TV.
Hey Blades, how you doing, man? I know it's been a long night and shit, man. You get a minute though.
Niggas only call you when they need something, man. Ain't that about nothing?
No, absolutely not. Hey, hey, I feel like I was attached to that win too, that fantasy league win.
How was you attached to it?
I gave players to both sides. You stole one.
Right.
I was just gonna say you actually gave him 2 players. You didn't give players both sides.
Well, my thing is this: like, your players didn't help me win, motherfucker. So, what do you mean?
Hey, yeah, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't.
Right, because you probably would have lost.
Actually, good looking, Trey.
Right.
I hate y'all so much. But also, last but not least, we have our good sister, sweet sister Leslie Brown in the building. How you doing this week, Leslie?
Sweet.
I am well, blessed, and more blessed, and heavy on the blessed. I'm not just jacking y'all. I am really blessed, but
that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm doing very good.
That is phenomenal, man. So, like, you got. I know you was a new addition to the podcast, but do you have anything that you need to let the listeners know before we get the show rolling? Because I mean, we've all been on hiatus. Like, it's been on like almost 2 months.
It has been a while. What have I been doing, y'all? I've been trying to lose a couple of pounds. Got some stuff going on where I can't have my little fupa out. So I've been working on that. Got a nice little career change. My children doing great.
Get that money.
On a roll. My little one just had a conference at daycare. She's doing amazing. So I really can't complain. I cannot complain.
What is that, Kendall, you holding up over your head? The listeners can see it.
Oh, that's that push-up thing.
It's called the Iron Chest Master. Get you one, Leslie, if you want to get them arms up too.
Iron Chest Master.
Right. Okay, I don't know nothing about that, but
for push-ups,
might try.
Got like resistance bands.
Okay.
Okay. Try to give me some arms now.
Okay, that's what's up. So everybody,
I ain't got shit.
But yeah, everybody's happy, healthy, living their life. I'm glad, man. I talk to my friends every day, but what was that? What would you say, Montreal? You hate Kendall?
Yes.
What did he do? I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was flexing and I was saying because I ain't got shit. I got a little bit though, just a little bit.
But anyway, back to what I was saying, man. I'm glad that all y'all been doing good on our hiatus. I do talk to y'all often. I'm actually a good friend. I actually call and check up on my friends besides asking what their logins for Disney Plus is.
That is true.
Yeah.
As for Montreal, I can't say the same.
My morning talk buddy.
Right.
No, nobody be up. I be ready to talk. 7 o'clock in the morning, we be on the phone.
Y'all old asses about to get y'all asses rigged.
I'll be the only person up.
Niggas talking at 4:45 in the morning and shit.
Right.
Listen, sometimes you need them good morning friends, man.
Yeah, I swear.
Mm-hmm. I hate talking on the phone.
I love talking on the phone. I just gotta have my headset. If I ain't got my headset, it's over. Because I don't wear AirPods, I wear them Beats by Dre. If I don't got them joints, man, you might as well. I will call you back until I find them because I cannot talk on the phone without them. That was one of the best inventions that Apple could have ever came out with was the AirPods.
I'm absolutely not holding the phone. It's over for that.
Facts.
Answer.
But on another note, since we've been gone, man, it's been a lot of going on. So we're gonna kind of rehash some topics that other people have probably covered. But probably what I want to start off with is the Beyonce tickets, man. Okay, so the reason I'm starting here is because I just want to know, what did y'all think of when y'all first heard the shock of the Beyonce tickets?
I mean, I wasn't surprised.
I'm gonna say it doesn't surprise me. I haven't even thought to even look up a price of a ticket. I'll pass on the Beyonce concert, me personally.
Oh no, I want to go. I just ain't paying them prices.
Right.
I don't want to go, and I'm not looking up the prices, but I do know that they're outside of control for sure.
Yeah. So this,
I ain't gonna stand for no Beyonce slander. Let's just say that now. So y'all get y'all opinions on. Watch your fucking mouth.
Actually,
I think it was phenomenal.
Me too.
I think it was great.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. So you want to see a great performance? Like shit, hey.
And she dropped them around tax time, so people got a couple extra dollars.
That's what I'm saying.
Did she
Like,
drop
it costs the
You niggas won't be re-upping this year.
That was a great marketing move on her behalf. Dropped
Right.
them around tax time. She knew what she was doing.
It costs to be great. Shit, it costs to see greatness.
Right. And
guess what? It's gonna be sold out too.
Yeah.
So-
I'm sure it's gonna be an amazing show. It's just me personally.
You're gonna be down here for 3 days.
I watched the whatever.
It'll be on
she put
YouTube for
on
free.
Hulu or whatever.
I mean, I'll go if
deal.
someone
She
pays
got a
for
deal
it.
with somebody.
Rap concert, me personally.
I'll go if someone pays for it.
Nah, my issue. I don't have no issue with the Beyonce prices at all. This is my stance.
Just putting that in the universe, huh, Kendall?
I feel like falling in.
All right, I hate dudes so much, dog. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't have.
Fuck up the night.
This nigga's just gonna keep interrupting. We gotta get you some
that's that
headphones. We gotta get
That
Kendall
is
some
fire. I ain't
headphones.
gonna hate.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. So my issue with the it's not even an issue with the Beyonce prices, right? I thought that they was priced appropriately. The last concert I went to was Kendrick show. I paid about, it was almost like $700 for those tickets at the Kendrick show, and I wasn't even like super close. I was close as hell, but I wasn't even that close. It was like $700, right? And Kendrick Lamar, he's a superstar, but he's nowhere on the same level as Beyonce. And I also thought that
he do a good show though.
his phenomenal show.
His sets and stuff be.
Oh,
I would see why.
I like
phenomenal.
But that's the wave now. Like
Yeah.
these live shows, that's just what it's gonna cost for.
Right. It's a luxury ticket item. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, to me, like I said, I know when I went to the Kendrick Lamar show, I hit up almost everybody, and everybody's like, man, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand the price. It's too expensive. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, Beyonce tickets costing 3-4 times more than that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I think it's apropos because, like I said, she's one of the greatest performers that we have. Her shows are always lengthy. Like, Kendrick Lamar is known for kind of shorter shows. You know what I'm saying? I think when he performed, I don't even think it was an hour and a half he was on stage. It was close to that, but I don't think it might have been a little bit longer. But it felt like it was about an hour and a half he was up there in totality. Beyonce,
well over 2.
yeah, exactly, and she gonna kill it. And it's like I said, she's a mega star. So you know what I mean. Like I said, I think the prices were apropos. And like I said, if you do a little saving, they announced it earlier. Save your coins, get the tickets, and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing they got to figure out with this whole shit is the bots scooping up all the tickets. That's where the inflation really coming in now. Because the tickets are already high. Then if you get them on the secondary market.
Right, that's gonna be that's an issue with everything retail nowadays. Is these bots, they running rampant and it's killing everything. Like unless you a reseller, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
absolutely,
resellers might be hands down the reason why inflation is at 6% right now.
Right, they are. They absolutely
right.
Are.
I can't even cop a pair of shoes nowadays. It's pathetic without going through a reseller. But yeah, I mean that was more of my stances on that. I also thought Rihanna killed the Super Bowl. Like I said, we just catching up because we've been gone for 2 months, y'all. So y'all got to bear with us through these probably.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Dated topics, yeah. Like one thing I noticed, man, as much people saying, oh, well, she wasn't moving. You know what I'm saying? Her performance was kind of stale. I thought
she don't never move.
She'll never move.
Hell nah.
Yeah, exactly. She pretty much do this all the time. And I thought the production was so top tier. Even the cinematographers when they was doing that, like when they was moving the cameras around, I thought it was so top tier, fam, that it made the show that much better. Because I've never enjoyed a Rihanna performance ever, like in the history of her being a performer.
All I know is they needed to make sure that platform was a little bit more sturdy because that shit was fucking shaking. Stupid ass shit.
You know they want
You was nervous for her, kid?
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
protect.
You know what I mean, like, get
protect
that
black
shit
women.
It's suspended, man.
If
So
fucking Shakira was up, if Shakira was up there, that motherfucker would have been stale. Get the fuck out of here. Make sure Rihanna's taken care of.
Riri.
You gotta protect black women, huh, Kendall?
Protect black women. And she pregnant. We already know the infant mortality rates. We know what y'all on.
Kendall was outside of control.
Yeah, hey, about this Rihanna.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kendall, Bobby going crazy already.
I love Rihanna, huh?
Bobby going crazy already.
Who?
Bobby Portis.
Bobby.
Oh, it's a game on right now?
Yeah.
I'm fucking up. Hold on.
I should have it on in the back. I ain't even look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a real game. Oh, my bad. I thought that was just some Bucks highlights. Geek.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, but anyway, back to the show. Since we're out of practice, clearly Blaze don't even know how to stay on topic.
Sorry, guys.
Listen, don't give a fuck about that. Give a fuck about this damn Bucks game. Speaking of basketball, though,
while if it was LeBron's,
hold on a second. Like I said, speaking of basketball, while we were gone, LeBron became the official GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
settle down.
Yeah, he came the official GOAT, the #1 scorer of all time.
Settle down.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think the debate is no longer a debate.
Please.
LeBron is still out here killing the game.
Says who?
Says I, nigga. That's who says it. LeBron is still out here killing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Trey, you better not
he's
say
just
shit.
stretching his distance between
Trey
him and all
already
the
said it.
all the
No. Trey hasn't said anything since he's passed.
Since he's passed.
Yeah. So
Niggas out here acting like Chris Broussard.
Hey, I've been waiting. Best basketball player we've ever seen.
Nigga, please.
He is. He #1.
No, he ain't. You
He
already
#1.
said it. You already know the deal. Just watch some more highlights. You'll go back.
I was watching some LeBron highlights the other day, and I said, "Okay."
No one's touching him. Hey, but all jokes aside, though, besides outside of
that's a crazy accomplishment, though. Didn't nobody ever.
Absolutely.
That
he's definitely second. He's the man.
Yeah, like I said, we're regardless of how you hold him. I had this conversation the other day, and I thought it was pretty interesting to bring up. It's kind of in the vein of black fathers, right? Because so we like to talk about, you know, Jordan's the GOAT. Some people have Kobe as the GOAT, the greatest basketball player they ever seen. And one thing that I thought was unique about Kobe and Jordan that I never really, you know, thought about outside of this LeBron conversation was how both of them grew up with their fathers, and like they personalities that they have, the personality types that they had as far as they approach to the game, like with this ultra confidence, like I'm gonna come out there and like take your heart out. Like we didn't really see that early on, so to speak, from a LeBron, right? You know, a lot of people like say he lacked that killer instinct. I think his killer instinct and his approach to the game was just different. Now, the reason I said this conversation goes to like black fatherhood, because like if we look at LeBron, he grew up without a father, so his tutelage and his mentorship came from his AAU coach. Was that his AAU coach or his high school coach?
Yeah.
It was AAU coach, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's the one I was living with. He lived with
for a while, right? So,
yeah, he lived with him.
So you got to think about it, like when you trying to instill confidence in a young man as a father, as a leader, or whatever. But Blaze, Trey, and myself to speak to
that's interesting that you say that though, because Dion had an interview with I can't remember which radio show he was on, but he was saying like that's something they look at in recruiting, that like if you get from a 2-parent household, if your father in your life, like that's a factor when it comes to like how these kids play. I ain't never even thought about no shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying like an offensive lineman, he want a good kid, mother and father, 2-parent household. He said for a defensive lineman, he said he wants single mother. He said he want a kid with a single mother. Motherfuckers trying to go out there and get it.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. To my point, because I've never thought about the mentality of this. You know what I'm saying? And the difference between like why LeBron didn't have that, because LeBron didn't really get that killer instinct in him. To me, like I said, he has a killer instinct, but it's just different. He didn't get that like Kobe-esque, that Jordan-esque killer instinct until he went back to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? After he got them rings, after he got that monkey off his back, getting them rings and whatnot. You know what I mean? So his mentality shifted a little bit. And like I said, I was just thinking about the mentality of him over the other day, thinking about, dang, that's the difference that set Jordan and Kobe kind of like aside from they grew up with father. You know, Kobe had a military father. Jordan had a old school hard nosed father. The reason he had so much tenacity on the court was because he wanted that attention from his father. So basketball was his way of getting that attention, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm minimizing it a little bit, but that's like that's pretty much the gist of it. You know what I mean? And then the competition level with him and his older brother. So it's just something to think about when you got kids playing sports and the level of tenacity or the level of confidence you want to instill in them as a parent. You know what I mean? Just it's different when you got a father rearing a child versus just a mother. And Leslie, I don't know if you have any thoughts on this. I know you got all girls, Leslie, but I don't know if you see any of this with like your women friends and them rearing children or anything. You see any of this that I speak of?
No, not really.
Not really. She said no, not really.
She doesn't care.
Leslie faded over there. That's what's wrong. She said no, not really.
Having a good old Sunday.
You having a good Sunday, Leslie?
You know, I was just trying to spend some time with the family. I'm going to be leaving for about a week or so to do some training in California. So I'm just trying to hang out. I'm making them a nice little dinner.
What you cooking? Cause you be putting your foot in that food.
Making some roast, mashed potatoes, some collard greens, and some pinto beans. The real stuff.
Yeah.
The real stuff. Listen, man. Hey, I'm about to fly to Milwaukee.
I was just gonna say shit.
I said, listen, man.
So, man, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
Hey, no, because that's definitely something Leslie could do. She be burning. She don't be playing around at all, y'all.
Yeah, she does.
But back to the topic on hand. So, like I said, just something to think about when it comes to your children. I didn't even know Deion said that. What was you watching where Deion Sanders said that?
I want to say it was on Rich Eisen's show. I can't remember whose show it was. I want to say it was Rich Eisen.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
and Rome, even you saying LeBron growing up without the father and then him still becoming the GOAT is insane. You know what I mean?
Hey, Trey,
all I know is
you know this show was recorded, man. You already said.
He already said it. It's all
No,
we ain't nobody worried about Trey.
No, absolutely.
He was gonna break that shit anyway.
No, I have said that. I just was waiting though. I told myself, I said, if he really break this,
he was gonna break it anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was gonna die off.
No. I don't think. I didn't think that he was gonna come back the last couple of years and still being this athletic and fast.
You said it last year.
Yeah. No, I know I said it last year, Ken. I'm just saying. I'm talking about a couple years ago, like when I was like, "Damn, I don't know how he's gonna be this season." When
talking about on the podcast.
Bubble.
You said on the podcast, Jordan is the best, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
all I need.
So once LeBron broke it, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't be like, "Oh yeah, well."
Nigga, please, you knew he was gonna break it.
That's the deciding factor, though. Point.
I didn't know anything.
Now it's the deciding. Man, if y'all don't stop, listen, dog.
He getting his Max Kellerman on right now. That's what's going on.
Hey,
all right, real quick though. All I know is from 1990 to 1998, Michael Jordan never lost more than 2 games in a row.
A 2-year spans. Whoop-de freaking do.
Great job, Dad.
Whoop-de freaking do. But anyway, all right. So
Go ahead.
no, bro.
And no more than 3 games in a row in the playoffs from 1990 to 1998.
Yeah. So speaking in the realm of black fatherhood, so to speak. So y'all saw the Rihanna and Rihanna and A$AP Rocky cover. Did y'all lead any? Did that spark any controversy? Or I mean, I know we super pro black on the show. Did y'all feel like that was emasculating a black man? But yada yada yada, or what were y'all thoughts?
Oh, you talking about that magazine?
Yeah, the magazine cover. The Euro Vogue is what I'm talking about. Where Rihanna was walking in front of A$AP Rocky, pulling his hand.
Right, like come here, nigga. Yeah, absolutely.
Where he's supposed to be?
About her.
Where he's supposed to be.
You said, well,
absolutely.
This is why I want to get y'all thoughts on it. So Leslie brought up a point. Leslie said, wasn't it about her? Yeah, it was about her. But
so I feel like she should kind of be the main feature of the photo.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's already an exciting time. Like if it's about her, she does need that one photo where she would stand out because you got the baby in the photo, then you got a man in the photo. Like they're an exciting couple. Everybody is interested in what they have going on. So it would technically kind of take away from her shine if it's technically about her to have so many photos with them and then up close. So I think that was just kind of like putting the focus on her, not downplaying him in any way, but it's about her. It's not about them. It's an article about her.
Okay, so we gonna put a button in that, but I want you to keep that in thought. But it's just funny how that that actually surprised me that you actually viewed it that way, that you thought it was about her, so that was necessary. Blaze, what were your thoughts on it? Because you were going somewhere with that.
Shit, nigga shouldn't even been on the cover. Shit.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
What you doing here,
fam? Y'all disrespecting the fuck out of A$AP Rocky right now, but I'll let y'all keep going.
I fuck with A$AP, but like the draw is Rihanna. So like,
I mean,
you
dresses like
be on the cover too. You just stand back here while
And that's how I feel like it was. Like, you know what? I want him to be a part of the cover too. So you know what I mean. But it was about her. What? I feel like we coming from it from the angle of everything ain't always
the emasculation of black men is a real thing.
No,
I don't think in this situation. I think they drag it.
It is, but you know how we are though. Anything we see, we kind of turn it into that.
In the magazine, he was being emasculated. There's no denying that, but it's not that deep. The point is
in the article.
No, not in the article, but in the photo. In the photo itself, she's dragging this nigga along. Bring, come on. I mean, it's definitely a level of that. I'm not saying they're shitting on men, but there's a level of that. Put it like this: would Jay-Z do that? No. Okay, you go ahead and be in the photo, honey. I'll be back here and watching.
But Jay-Z not A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, I was gonna say perception wise, they.
Well, I'm just saying
the difference is like 1.4.
What's the difference though if they're together, right? You're the man, quote unquote. Right. Come on, man. Jay-Z is not getting in no picture where he being dragged by Beyonce. This is not gonna happen.
Nah, I think it's different though.
Yeah.
No, you can say all that. What I'm saying is it doesn't matter if he's not going to be in no photo where he's going to get dragged.
Well, no, he's talking about what Kendall is more so speaking to is that the level of masculinity that Jay-Z has. That's
it's not going to happen.
He said he wouldn't even allow it.
A$AP Rocky 25, so he has some growing to do. He'll get to that point eventually.
Yeah, but no, he's just talking about.
I don't think that you can really compare the two because Jay-Z is older. He's experienced more. It's just some things he's not going to allow. Where A$AP on the other hand,
allow
he's younger. He's going to allow that. His girl is one of the baddest. He has no choice. Like,
right. Put it like this: if I'm with Rihanna, go ahead and be in the photo, honey. I don't need to be in it.
That part.
Yeah, so
that's the difference.
So Lamar just said in the context that it's a women's magazine. So okay,
and it's for you. This is your chance.
All right,
this is your time. So I support you. I don't need to be in it.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm all for men supporting their woman if their woman is the breadwinner, if their woman is the more popular one, or whatever the case may be. I'm all for that. My issue comes in like I said, he was being emasculated on the cover. It's no denying that at all. If you look at any other covers where they've shot in other celebrities, right, and all you got to do is do a quick Google search and look at all the Vogue covers where other couples have been on there. Chris Hemsworth and his wife, Kate Hemsworth. Even the headline that was under that, right? Like the headline that was under when they had them on there, they were side by side. It said Chris and Kate Hemsworth. Nobody even knows who the fuck Kate Hemsworth is. Chris Hemsworth's wife, but she's a celebrity as well. When y'all see her, y'all know who she is. I'm speaking for the black community. Probably a lot of our Caucasian listeners know who she is and whatnot. But my thing is this: it's like when they put them on the cover together, they were side by side, and it said power couple. Even the Indian cat, I can't think of his name. I think this dude he's a famous Indian actor, but they had him and his girlfriend on the cover. She was sitting on his lap on the cover. They so still side by side. He got his arm around her like this. You know what I'm saying? The thing said, I forgot what the title in the article said. But even when it came to the Rihanna and the A$AP thing, she was behind him and it said Rihanna's family. Like that's the emasculation part of that. We all know. You see what I'm saying? So this is done purposely. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is 1,000% done. So it's not.
You said it said what?
It said Rihanna's family. Yes, it did not say power couple. None of that shit. It said
they have his name in little print.
Of course not.
Do you think the editor they was like
they don't even know who he is?
Yeah,
no, they don't even know who he is. Right.
A$AP who?
They know who he is.
No, you're right. Because he's all in them fashion. He's in that fashion. He's into fashion.
He is. He wear the dresses and stuff.
He don't give a damn. He'll wear anything.
Now that might be why.
That's exactly.
That's what I'm saying. He wears dresses.
You think Tom Brady's getting dragged by Giselle?
All right, hold on. I'm about to show the listeners right now because this, like I said, this is a quick Google search. So I've seen this. We probably wouldn't think much about it outside of this being.
There's a lot of magazines that do that though.
Right.
Y'all remember the one they had of LeBron when he was holding that damn white woman and they was depicting.
That was out of control.
Right.
Even that would piss me off.
He's a monkey.
Right.
When he was.
Even but my whole thing outside of that is this. Two things can be true because we always like to act like these type of things happen in the vacuum. You know what I'm saying? Like of course, like for the optics of that. Okay, cool. We don't really have an issue with the optics of it, but the issue is of the way that America has treated black men historically. They've always either tried to make us the villain, emasculate us. Like now it's just emasculation. That's really the thing now. You know what I'm saying? They got one of our biggest and strongest black men running around here dancing in restaurants over food and shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hey Mac, you really need to stop, bro. We tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you know, I'm all for goofiness and shit. But I
want all the best for that brother. Mm-hmm. I want him to be successful. But that nigga gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Just be a foodie, bro.
I hate that shit.
Too silly. It's way too silly.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, that's my issue. I'm all for being silly and whatnot, and doing your thing as a as a creator, a digital creator, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, right? I'm all for that. But my issue is when it comes to like you cooning us out, fam. Like, so you got to be aware of the controversial history that a black man has had with America. I'm trying to find these covers right quick.
Did you see the one where he got the ape hat on and he running around with the ape tail and he running around like doing all this shit? Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
No.
For what's that red light shit that the women was doing, the red light challenge or the Doja Cat song? He was doing that shit like not too long ago.
Yeah,
humping the wall and shit.
Yeah, man, I don't.
In a gorilla suit, Donkey Kong, actually, to name it.
Man, I can't find this cover. This shit pissing me off now because I'm trying to find the.
Niggas can't wait to coon, boy. I tell you.
But they did. It was a fake thing going around that they said I had a petition to get dude off the internet. I thought that was foul.
He ain't going no damn.
I know he ain't going nowhere. But I
doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I thought that was foul.
The white lords.
The white lords. Here we go.
Hey, Kendall, how y'all feel about KD coming to the Valley, man?
Kendall's on mute.
You on mute.
I hate when they do that.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say I ain't gonna be mean, but Bucks and 6. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be a problem. But me personally, I don't really see nobody on that team that's gonna hold some defense. But I might be surprised. So I still think the Bucks gonna edge it out. The only team I'm worried about is Boston. So, but yeah, I got no problem with KD going over there. I mean, he doing what the rest of the league doing now. Ever since
Yeah, that made them real dangerous.
Here's what I want to show y'all. Let me pull
the
this
trendsetter
up for all our listeners. Look, so okay, I'm putting the cover of the Vogue up on the screen right quick, so y'all can see.
The live feed lagging too.
Let me see. I'll check the thing.
Hey, show that brown one too.
I did get the. Damn, man, this shit just started doing this. I get in these frames. Oh well, I have to restart it next time. I ain't gonna worry about it right now. But look, okay, so this is one cover of Vogue right here. I don't even know who this is on the cover because the word's in English. Here's another one, George Clooney right here, right? Here's another one. Like all of these are famous white people side by side. But then when you come to like I said, to A$AP Rocky, my computer's acting a fool. Then you get this. And it says nothing about her family. I apologize. It actually says Rihanna Reborn, the superstar parenthood, A$AP Rocky, and the mother of all comebacks. Everything changes, but like they don't have them listed as a power couple, anything like that. That's where the slight and the disrespect to me comes in. At you know what I'm saying? Because A$AP Rocky is, you know what I'm saying, a celebrity.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with this.
Absolutely.
So yeah, hopefully we don't get these frame rates dropping no more.
Rihanna, if it don't work out, holla at me.
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna be all in the videos.
What you about to say, Trey?
A$AP Rocky look like a stud.
All right. That was what Kendall was saying. He said he said he dressed.
He did.
He said he dressed like a woman.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Bull dagger.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I seen one dressed just like that last night.
Yeah. It wasn't even. Listen, I wasn't even.
Hey, y'all know A$AP. Y'all know A$AP.
I didn't even think about that till Trey just said. I looked at the picture.
Y'all know A$AP and Rihanna be scissoring.
Dog. Hey, dog. Is you trying to get us canceled, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? Kendall's trying to get us up out of here, fam. Like we already be a little bit brazen for you two anyway. You trying to get us out of here, Kendall? Hey,
scissoring is a affection. I don't know the word, but yeah.
Oh, for real?
It's a term of endearment.
I can't stand you, dog. But anyway, let me see. I have to check because we having some technical issues over here.
Niggas love a good scissor.
Listen, man, I don't got time for this, bro. This is our first episode back. You're not about to get us canceled. Hey, can y'all? But help me out with something, okay? Because y'all were saying something about an impending race war last night.
Oh yeah, man, my guy DT back, man. Hey, you heard DT say it's 2 N words you can't say.
What's that?
You know one of
and the other one's nuclear.
You know one of them. That's my nigga, dog. Dude, crazy as hell.
Hey, listen, he's so flagrant, dog. He don't give a damn, dog.
White power.
Hey, he back, baby.
Dog. Hey, he running again, ain't he?
So y'all gotta fill me. Y'all gotta fill me in because I'm not up on this.
He gonna get elected too.
Y'all heard me. Y'all gotta fill me in because I'm not up on this one.
Man, Trey, I've been saying it since
he gonna get elected too,
bro. Dude, this going.
He ain't beating DeSantis,
bro. He okay.
He wasn't supposed to be Hillary.
Hey,
yes, he was.
Wait till
that wasn't hard. She's a white woman.
That's
you think they're letting white women be president?
Hey, to my hey, Kendall, stop doing that and then pause, bro, because you make it just laugh on camera, dog. But anyway, back to Kendall point though. This is what I was talking about as far as like emasculating a black man. Like I said it all the time, fam. Like white women, black men have never got together and said, "Hey, let's oppress our women." But white men have surely done that to their women. They gave niggas the right to vote before they gave their women the right to vote.
So we'd rather have blacks vote than our women.
So sit your asses down.
Think about it. That's fucked up. You think about it.
Right, but this country is way more sexist. It's way more sexist than it is racist, and I've always stood on that on that hill. You know what I mean? Like it's way more sexist. That's why you see all these women losing their rights and shit, which is extremely fucked up. And they like to and they keep blaming this shit on for somehow they want to blame toxic masculinity and blame all this other bullshit on our community when we ain't the ones that created this shit. You know what I'm saying? They say that
got no control over it.
Or got no control over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like it's pretty disgusting when you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I don't understand how we let them get away with this shit. Like just putting shit on our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you look at the divorce rate, it's mostly white people divorce, 50%. So they're clearly getting out of there for a reason. And a lot of it is people in there that are older. So once they in that shit in their 20s, they get married at fucking 22. Then they realize, yeah, this isn't working for me. They get up out of there. A lot of it's because of misogyny and they don't get to do shit. Shut your mouth and be quiet.
Right, and we wonder why everybody's poly, non-binary, and all these other terms. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Rihanna and ASAP.
All right, dog.
He out of control today.
Finish telling me about the race war. You said DT was back, and y'all said something was going on last night that y'all want to talk about today. I missed it, man. I'm not versed in this. I want to get back to the race war. Because I got a couple. I
just think things trending in a precarious direction, man. It's just a lot of weird shit going on, and I'm talking about with everything from the Chinese balloons and all these unidentified objects to Russia to everything, man. It's just it's a lot of shit going on.
I misunderstood because when you said Civil War, I thought you was talking about what's been going on with all these damn shootings and shit like that. That's what I thought you was talking about.
That too is everything, but it's gonna lead up to something that it's gonna come to a head at one point.
Yeah, so it was actually an article that was out recently from the ADL, and they were showing deaths from domestic extremists. From basically people that don't like the rules and want to shoot everybody for it. But anyway, between 1971 and 1980, there were 29 mass killings. From 81 to 90, there were 7. From 91 to 2000, there were 180. From 2001 to 2010, there were 18. From 2011 to 2020, there were 164. And between 2021 and now, we had 22. So it just keeps increasing as we go because white people just, they do what they do. I mean, that's the reality.
They got their guns and
they want to shoot some people up because they don't like the way that things are going, and it's all because of these news outlets, talking about, oh, it's the blacks, it's the Indians, it's the this, it's the women, it's the black women, they're blaming everybody domestically versus when they used to blame the towel heads. When they used to blame the, and I'm not calling them towel heads myself. I'm just saying this is basically how they treated them. When it was the evil guy was Saddam Hussein and Kim Jong Il. So we used to have to be scared about North Korea supposedly doing something to us. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, wipe that shit off the map. You gotta get them motherfuckers somebody to be mad at.
Exactly.
Right now, they ain't a face.
Right. We don't care about the terror alert. Right. Exactly. So you got to find a new enemy, and now the enemy is the domestic or the countrymen that you live with. You know what I'm saying? That's
but then you got politicians. Then you got politicians kicking that shit up though. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene was the one who mentioned civil war. Like she said that. She, you know what I'm saying? Like
January 6th. Right.
Yeah. I said that we were in. I said this when. Right at the end of Barack Obama's last term, I said they are planting seeds of racism in a generation that weren't thinking about racism at all. Because if you notice, at the end of Barack Obama's term, that was when you started seeing all these police killings of black men. You started seeing all these internet, like racially charged attacks and debates on the internet. You started seeing certain discussions in politics that we had never heard before. And as soon as Donald Trump became president, like it was even more evident. Like I've never seen so many white people be emboldened by a leader like ever, like, you know what I'm saying, in my life at least, you know what I'm saying, like we thought Bush was bad, like, you know what I mean, but Trump was a whole different monster with the dog whistling and shit he did for you know what I'm saying, to his racist
back and stand by.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Bad
like
people on both sides,
right? Bad people on both sides. But look, I think this has like, dude, I came across this earlier. Hold on a second.
Jews will not replace us.
Hold on a second. This is what I came across earlier. I know you fuck with DT.
So a lot of people are asking exactly what is it that I saw? What truth did I see that made me change my perspective on our criminal justice system? And this is how it goes. So a person of color in the United States during the Jim Crow era faced disenfranchisement, second-class citizenship, barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, and barriers to housing. Then in the United States, we passed the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the 1965 Voting Rights Act, that said that we can no longer do this, discriminate based on skin color. 21, what is the only label that we can legally discriminate against, that we can legally disenfranchise, relegate to second-class citizenship, have barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, barriers to housing? If you guessed right, in 2021, convicted felons are the only people we are allowed to legally disenfranchise. Now, do you believe it's a coincidence that 1 in 3 African American males now carry this label of convicted felon as opposed to 1 in 17 white males that carry this label of convicted felon to legally be disenfranchised? If you answered yes to that question, let's look at what's happened between the Jim Crow era and 2021. We've had a 700% increase in our United States prison population. We've gone from 300,000 inmates in 1970 to 1.8 million today, and as high as 2.3 million. So in spite of crime rate dropping, our prison population skyrocketed. And it was because we had the law and order agenda. And the law and order agenda increased police spending, but decreased our education funding. And by doing so, we created the school to prison pipeline. We also created the war on drugs, which we now know is a war on people. In 1986, we passed the Anti-Drug Abuse Act, which differentiated between powder cocaine and hard cocaine, which we now know disproportionately impacted people of color. We also had the 94 crime bill with the Truth in Sentencing Act, which led to higher incarceration rates and harsher sentences for people of color. And once I saw all this, my perspective changed, because I know that Jim Crow era never ended. Racism never ended. It just evolved into what we now have as the new Jim Crow, modern day slavery.
Church.
Yeah, so I just had to. I had to play that, and that was a white man too. Like he said, he came to the realization. You know what I'm saying, of some things, and so you know,
and as the resident convicted felon, all of that shit is facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so to speak on that, Blaze, because you've gotten some of your rights back. How did you navigate that?
Like what?
I thought you said you could vote.
They say that, but like it's literally like I can't do shit. Like like when I was trying to get jobs, I couldn't get hired. Like I couldn't rent apartments. Like I can't travel when I want to. Like,
I wonder why that is. It's amazing.
I ain't never voted, so I
thought you were rehabilitated and you can get back into society.
That's what they say.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But let me but what I'm trying to ask you,
like I'm saying, like it's like what you say is facts. Like it don't, like I'm not allowed to do shit as a convicted felon.
No, I thought you maybe I misheard you. I thought you told me recently you was getting your right to vote back.
Shit, I don't know when.
Okay, I must have misheard you. That's why. No, okay, no, it's all good. I was just curious. You know what I'm saying? You got the right to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But no, I was just curious. I thought you did mention that before in the past. I guess I was wrong.
Nah.
Okay. So but. Okay, so outside of that, even though all that stuff is true, let's talk about how you've navigated to make your life better, so you can.
Oh no, well you gotta see, like, you either gotta find ways around it, or work within the system, or go back to doing the bullshit that got you in trouble in the first place, and that's the route most people, because it's so hard. Like it's difficult. It ain't easy.
Yeah,
like to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To work around everything. So motherfucker gotta figure a way out.
And like I said, you figured that out. So like, what was the first thing you did once you?
I started working for myself. I started my own business.
Right.
Like that was the only way I could make enough income where I didn't have to do nothing else.
Right.
Or because I couldn't go get a job. I would go get a job. Like I had great interviews, resume good, all that shit, and then they'd be like, background check came back. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Like either I wouldn't hear from, or I get an email like, "Hey, just."
Did you have any? Did you have anybody that like, since you've been going on through the journey? Did you have anybody that like actually like looked out for you, that actually gave you an opportunity?
Yeah, and that's how I, like, you know what I'm saying. With here, yeah, in Phoenix, yeah,
okay.
In Milwaukee, that shit wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I figured this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you had to start a business. So when you started your own business and you legitimized yourself, what was the first step you took? You formed an LLC, a corporation. What did you do?
Yep, facts. Yeah.
No, I'm
Shout out to HP.
Yeah.
No, that's what I did. I had to do everything myself.
Okay.
From the ground up. Just figure it out on my own. Otherwise, I was going, be back to doing regular shit.
Do you think? Let's say, because do you think with technology and stuff, it made it easier for you now to navigate that and do some, and start your own business and everything? Because do you think, I'm pretty sure if this was 2001 over again, it would have been a lot harder for you to start a business, and you probably would have found yourself back into some of your old habits. So like, as far as like,
probably,
yeah. Do you think technology helped you out at all?
Well, I think technology helped out in every aspect, so I would think so. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. I just want to, because a lot of times we look at the problem, and I'm kind of, want to have a solution-based thought process when it comes to this type of stuff, because these problems, they not going nowhere in our community. You know what I'm saying? They're not.
But what I'm saying, like, it's not easy to, like, you got to have working capital to even start a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So if you ain't got that, then what you gonna do? Because if you go somewhere you can't get a job, and you ain't got money to begin with, you can't rent a place in your name. You can't do all of this stuff. Like, what you supposed to do? Like, so that's how most people end up. That's why recidivism's so high. Because, like, what else you supposed to do?
Yeah.
And this also goes to, when we talk about the lack of black men available to, single black women and whatnot, like, and women saying that, they don't have time for to build a nigga up, or so to speak. I'm using somebody else's term. This ain't something I would say, but like, so when you dealing with somebody like that, you got to give them chances, or you got to understand the situation to have some kind of like empathy towards it. Correct? I would think that women you deal with, they have to have some time. I mean, I know you a whole different breed of man, but you would think that if somebody else in your situation, they got to have.
I don't even tell them. They don't even
ask. They don't need no shit about you, huh?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
No, but
mind your business.
No, but I'm just saying, because I like I said, man, it's a lot of healing that we need to do in our community. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to have the thought process of, like I said, being solution based. So, like I said, when we come to these issues, when it comes to like a convicted felon, because I know a few, you know what I'm saying, but like real talk, like they made mistakes when they was younger, but they some well-meaning brothers at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure out how we can, as a community, we can fix some of these issues and things to be aware of when you dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? As a man or as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because that was why I brought up technology, because if a brother can get to his hands on a computer or an iPhone or something like that, you know what I'm saying, regardless of, you know, his financial situation.
Oh yeah, if you're a creative person, you definitely can figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's like I said, it's gonna take some work, but it's just, you know, some things you can think about.
But the point remains the same. You gotta find a way for yourself, like, cause that shit is not, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing.
Yeah. As a let me ask you your thought process as a business owner now. Would you give a convicted felon a chance?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even like, my hiring process is different. Like, people used to come in for interviews and they be like all dressed up and nervous. I'm like, hey man, do you want to work or not? Like,
yeah.
I ain't asking nothing else. You gonna be here? Okay, come on.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Because I done been through that. I know how that shit is.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So like I said, long as we, I mean, I know you conscious of it and you empathetic towards it because you've done that. But any of our listeners out there who might be, you know, looking to hire somebody or looking to help somebody, that could be an issue. But you got to show willing to work, because Montre,
for sure.
Montre, now you on the other hand, you know, you a CFO. How has your hiring process been, or as far as your business, if you feel like sharing this at all? We're trying to help people in our community. And I know you can't hire certain people in the field that you in, but I'm just talking about
like with our business, like we do background checks, but they go straight through the state, and like you can't be a felon, you know, a convicted felon or anything like that. It's certain even misdemeanors you can't have, you know what I mean, where the state will say no, you can't. So
okay. So as far as your hiring process, when you've helped people in our community, how's that worked out for you? Because I'm going to get both sides of it and talk about some of the if you feel like it, you know what I'm saying. Talk about some of the things that you look out for or would like for people to show up when they actually come to you for an opportunity.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've actually had I've had some positive and a lot of negative, you know, with trying to put on people from our community and things like that. So, I have one person, you know, he actually from where we from, and he's been phenomenal. And you can just tell, but you know, he in a different space too. He married with kids, so he gonna get to that money. Anything you need, he'll wake up at midnight, go over there. You know what I mean?
I hear you, Trey, but I don't even think that's particular to our community, because people just don't want to work now, man. Like I can't tell you how many people done been through my business where they'll work for a little bit, then
listen. I said some positive and some negative. The negative way worse than the positive. For real. Like I'm serious. Like, where it's just you be like, man, like you try to help people out and it's just like you try to help your people out and they kind of like stab you in the back and things like that. So it's just like, man, I'm kind of 50-50 with it. You gotta have them credentials come work for me.
I think that's just everybody though. Like, especially like since like what I noticed, like
especially people that don't look like
during the pandemic, like like people just don't want to work no more, like for real.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about the historic ramifications of these jobs, man. Like everybody know me. I work for the government, man. Like this is one of the most toxic, terrible working environments I ever had. But the job ain't bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like they treat you like shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so to speak. You know what I mean? And what I've noticed is these tech companies. Kendall's in tech, so he can even quantify this statement.
Racist. Go ahead.
Outside of racism, but I mean like, I mean like the working environment though, it's a lot more relaxed than some of the because these people, man, they wanted you to do everything under the sun for a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't care if you even got a $20 an hour paying job, man. Some of the shit that they want you to do and the way they want you to show up just be ridiculous sometimes. So these companies have gotten away historically with taking advantage of their personnel, and people when the pandemic hit, people realized what was important.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And they realized that it wasn't these fucking jobs. So, like, it is hard. It's hard to get people that want to work. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if your company is structured properly, you can get some quality personnel. Is what I'm saying. If your
I just pay more.
I mean, but that's what you need to do.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Like I fought for my promotions. It wasn't like they was like, "Hey, guy, you want another one?" Nah, I had to leave a team to get the fuck what I was supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had to do that twice in my career. Shit. So, you know, you got to push it. Otherwise, if you don't push it, they ain't gonna give you shit. They don't care.
Absolutely.
They'll give you all that work. They was trying to give me a workload and have me lead a team without giving me a senior promotion. What do you think I did? I left.
As you should.
Then I made them promote me to professional, and then I left that team 4 months later and went somewhere else. Fuck out of here.
You should.
Absolutely. And just got another raise last week. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas suck my dick.
Yeah, I think oftentimes.
No, but that's just knowing your value though. You know what
that's
it.
Yeah.
But that's what, to your point, Blaze, that's what we need to be also pushing. If you going, you know, when we help each other and all that type of shit, it's cool to build the job skills and all that. But the first thing that needs to be built is that confidence, because them niggas' confidence has probably been shit for a very long time. So that's really where it starts.
Especially if you've been hearing no every time.
Exactly. You've been rejected all this time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never forget this shit. This is when I was still living in Milwaukee. I was at Walmart and I was buying some shit and I had to wait for somebody to bring that shit out of that little room in the back. And I was standing there next to a dude that was filling out a job application. This nigga was in his 40s and shit. And he was just like, I could just see it. Like he was just looking distraught. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you good, bro? You know, y'all know how I am. He's like, yeah, man, I'm all right, man. I'm just, been struggling trying to find this job, man. I think he was a convicted felon. I ain't really go too much into it, but he, said he was locked up for a time. And he was like, man, I'm just, just trying to, find something. And I said, man, just keep moving and keep building the way that you're doing. I said, something bound to happen. He's like, man, I'm just tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, every time I try to move forward, I keep getting rejected. And it's just sad. Like, everybody need an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? At least at some point, any job that you get, your skills don't mean shit a lot of times. They gonna train you any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? I'm in cybersecurity, fam. I don't have no extensive cybersecurity experience. I got this shit because I kicked the damn door down because I was forcing shit. You know what I'm saying? Once I got into that space,
you can have all the skills in the world, but you're not even gonna be considered.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Like you could come in and turn that shit around. You can be cold. They
gonna get you up out of there
right away.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's not always the case. So that's why confidence is always super important to me. Like you got to build that shit early. Otherwise, you're going to deal with so much, but because you deal with a lot of rejection when you're trying to move up through a corporate ladder. Leslie could probably attest to some of that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking about from a corporate space. Now, like I said, it might be different in different spaces from like trades and shit like that. But, self-made businesses, things of that nature, something I necessarily can't speak towards. But when you in them type of situations, you have to have that confidence because it's going to come to you. You're going to come across those people that's going to, pull your card, so to speak. So that confidence got to be through the roof. You know what I'm saying? When you moving into those spaces.
You know what's funny,
Absolutely.
man? Like, because we sitting up here having this conversation about jobs and whatnot.
For a convicted felon. Mm-hmm. That's confident. That's probably a confidence issue right there. After you get out, like, damn, I ain't about to get shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I can't even imagine no shit like that, especially what Blaze went through. You know what I'm saying? And others, several others, hundreds, thousands of others.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. One in 81 Black adults in the U.S. are serving time in state prison. Wisconsin leads the nation in Black imprisonment rates. One of every 36 Black Wisconsinite is in prison.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
By design.
And who do you think the majority of that is, man? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the guy on TikTok already said it. It just made me think about something while we're sitting up here talking. Do y'all think the best route for a Black man is entrepreneurship in America?
It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, man, it wasn't no other way.
Mm-hmm. I think so because and Leslie, you could probably attest to this too. I know you're on mute over there, but I want to get your input on this as well. But like I was having a conversation the other day, just talking about how easy it is for like we talk about emasculation and whatnot, but how easy it is for these corporate companies to fill their positions with Black women because y'all double minorities and y'all easier to get along with than a Black male. If you get somebody like of my ilk coming into a corporate situation and being my authentic self, it's not gonna vibe. And I'm not a huge proponent of code switching. I like to be authentically myself all the time. So as far as a Black woman going, do you think that when you are in these certain positions, are you only seeing women that look like you in those positions, in those higher positions, and back office positions?
I'm going to have to say no.
I forgot you in Milwaukee too. I had thought about that. It's a huge Black community.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, most of the time, especially in management positions that I've held, I've probably been maybe 2, 3 black people, and then I was always the youngest. Always been the youngest in management, and it took me a long time to even get to that level. I always got looked over because of my hairstyles or because I like to wear my long nails and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna change who I am. Just whatever. I'm just gonna keep busting my butt to the point to where y'all don't have a choice but to promote me because I know my stuff. New people are coming in. I'm always training somebody. So I'm going to be getting paid training pay. Like, that's not a part of my job description to always train the new hire. So I need to be compensated accordingly for the extra work that, that I'm doing. So it's definitely, it's a struggle, but for me, I'm used to it. At this point, I know how to play the game. Definitely know how to play the role. I'm definitely the one to be taking my notes. Y'all take notes. I'm taking notes too. So on February 2nd, 2021, yes, she did do the same way y'all do us.
That's
I'm
right.
doing it too. Y'all got me messed up. No,
that's called CYA. Listeners, cover your ass.
Yeah, you got to now. These jobs is crazy, especially when you're in a position where it's already like, how did she even get this position?
Yeah.
I bust my ass to get this position. That's how Daddy didn't put in the favor.
Target on your back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so to speak, you are agreeing with me, but you've had some of the same issues that I was even talking about. Being your authentic self has kind of held you back a little bit because you wasn't willing to compromise.
Yeah, so I know how to play the game. It took some time because I was always younger, but now that I'm at the age that I am now, I know how to play the game, so I know how to get what I want and where I need to be.
Yeah, and by the way, we're not saying that that being your authentic self isn't being professional. So like, of course we're gonna, yeah. But no, I'm just talking about. I want to clarify for the listeners because I don't want to think like we come in there with jeans on and walking with a certain swagger. No, none of that. We just talking about. Of course we're gonna maintain professional, but being our authentic self as well in the process. Like you're talking about, she and I willing to compromise our black culture to go along to get along. You know what I'm saying? And I see that a lot from Kendall too. I hope Kendall will not. He don't get no fuck. But you also but you also with a great corporation though that has a great
and Kendall in Atlanta too. So.
Right. That's another thing too.
Right.
But yeah, so that like hey, sometimes it pays to be around your folks. Some of them.
Absolutely. No, I mean that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like my manager just left. She just retired from the company and moved over to Nike. And already reached out to me like, what's your future like? What you trying to do? Like you trying to stay at AT&T? And I'm like, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if something else comes and I get another opportunity, I'll look into it. Otherwise, I'll chill. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not working for me, bro, I'm out. I'm not standing around no place that's not going to give me what I need. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I deserve this or I'm supposed to get this day one. Tell me what I got to do to move up in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that shit. I have no problem working hard, all that shit. That's fine. I did all that. But I'm not going to just sit around for some pennies. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy. Like I'm too old for that shit. And like you said, it took a while to get to that point once I got the credentials that I needed. But now that I have them, give me that opportunity. And if you're not gonna give it to me, I'll go somewhere else. And that's why
somebody else will. Absolutely.
Somebody else gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be persistent.
Yeah, I've always been a huge proponent of that. Like I said, if you had a spot and you don't see a room for growth, or if they ain't seeing your value, if you don't feel like your value is met, don't get down on yourself. Go find somebody that's gonna fit. That's gonna see your network. I mean, see your value. So that's why the importance comes with networking. You know what I'm saying? So you can move around.
That's the difference with like Kendall, where he can go in and drop his nuts on the table. Like, I want this. If y'all don't give it to me, I'll leave. And then like somebody like a convicted felon where
they can't do that level.
I can't say shit because I need this job.
Right. Yeah. And that's why like when I just had a mentoring circle a couple of weeks ago, some young kids, not kids, but they, 20s, early 20s and shit like that.
Well, they kids compared to y'all.
One of them was from where's his family from? Chile, I think he said. And then his but he's super Americanized, but and then the other dude was his family's from China, but he lives here. And the first thing I told them is don't be out here assimilating. Don't be thinking that you got to do all this extra shit to not be yourself and not embrace your culture. Don't come over here thinking you got to sign on to all these American ass ideals. Still be within the context of an American citizen and all that. I'm not saying shit on America, but bring your culture with you though. Don't bring it into your workspace too.
Mhm.
Be who you are. Don't be in here just trying to, and all that extra ass shit just because you want to rub elbows and hug up together. Man, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Y'all know me, bro. I'm a cool guy. I like to kick it. I like to shoot the shit. I like to joke. I like to talk to anybody. I have no problem with that. But what we're not gonna be is not Kendall. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna make me uncomfortable.
And people conditioned to think that's what they're supposed to do, though.
Because they will try it.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more thing. I'll give you this real quick story. This ain't gonna take long at all. So I'm jumping in on this call, and it was two white dudes jumping in on this call, and I heard they must have already been talking. You know what I'm saying? You know how you join a meeting and that shit already still going on. You know, that type of shit.
Much like this podcast.
They like, as soon as I jump in, they're like, like they like getting quiet and shit. And I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? They're like, hey Kendall, yeah. I was like, well, what are you guys talking about? They were like, oh, sorry, we were just talking about how strong of a name you got. And I'm like, huh?
Kendall's a strong name.
I'm like, yeah.
Whoa, word, Jamal. Don't grab the 9.
Right. So I said, well, that's kind of interesting. I said, but I appreciate that. I said, because what's interesting about that is I really never have known any white men with the last name Washington. Dead silent. All right, Kendall, let's go ahead and move. Yeah, exactly. Let's get to fucking work. Fuck out of here, bro.
No, I'm dying. Dog.
Hey, that's true though. I ain't never been one.
Mm-hmm. Right, of course you won't, because it's a damn slave name. But we can move on. I'm not saying ain't no white Washingtons out here, but I'm just, come on, man, stop playing this damn game.
Damn, have I met a white Washington?
You ain't gonna find him.
I have not.
Besides the president, but you ain't
gonna find him, bro.
Damn,
you rarely gonna find a Jackson. you rarely gonna find any of them motherfuckers, bro. Come on, man. Stop playing. It ain't that damn strong.
Dog, that's funny as a motherfucker, dog.
Fuck out of here.
Hey man.
But they were being rude. That's my whole point of saying this whole conversation. It ain't that damn strong, bro. Y'all know what y'all was talking about before I came on this damn call.
Yeah, that's a nigga name.
Come on, bro.
Right.
Stop playing that damn
That was
game.
probably on there. Like,
might
We had the right one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
But and my point was saying that if you was willing to have that conversation about my name, then cool. But right after I said what I said, all of a sudden you quiet.
Right.
So clearly you didn't want to have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You just wanted to be disrespectful, and you thought I was gonna eat that shit alive. Hell nah.
Mhm.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right, man. Listen. Well, like I said,
sorry.
you good, bro. Well, I don't know. I just hope we left our listeners with some bits and pieces to think about. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, never compromise yourself. Continue to be who the fuck you are. Continue to be authentic to yourself. And
That's right.
And like I said, I don't compromise yourself for nobody, man. I don't care what it takes. But like I said, we gonna get to some more thought building. As in the later
if you want,
episodes.
we can do other episodes too about professional development. You got Leslie on here, her resume expert ass. You know what I'm saying? So
oh no, listen. I just been trying to get settled, bro. I'm settled
we can
now.
talk about that stuff. I'm not coming down on you. I'm just saying, period. If you want to expand on stuff like this, I don't mind talking about that kind of shit, bro. I did a lot. You know what I'm saying within that time. So
no,
I get it.
No, we definitely gonna cover that. Like I said, I'm just letting the listeners know that we finna turn up on this production. Like I said, because I was just trying to get settled in my crib, man. I ain't 100% settled, but because y'all know how I am, I'm OCD as hell. I like
mini mansion,
right? I like to get things.
That motherfucker is not many.
A certain way. I'm sorry.
As long as my room is ready.
Yeah, but
I'm moving in.
This nigga got an estate.
But when we listen, once we
stay.
y'all just gonna keep.
Wait,
on.
Is that a fish tank?
No, that's a theater screen behind me. But
Sure, buddy.
Thank you so much. But anyway,
You're embarrassing me, Kendall.
no,
Settle down, Scarface.
settle down.
You got a
Scott.
motherfucker. You got a lion chained in the back,
He has an aquarium in his
Nigga
house.
got a zoo.
and they be like,
Right.
he be like, hey, Mittens. That nigga 600 pounds.
Oh, you in the theater room again?
Hey, nah, listen, y'all not gonna do
That
me.
lion roaring right now, hungry as hell.
Y'all not gonna do me like this, and y'all invited whenever y'all ready to pull up and get some food.
Niggas got gazelles.
Hey man, but listen, hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, we building a community over here. I also would like to let anybody know. Damn, my shit's tripping. Anyway, I also like to let any of our supporters know, like anybody who's been a long listener to the podcast. If you would like to become a patron of our show, right? It's a link in the podcast description to support this show. I'm gonna let you know if you become a supporter of a show, every 6 months I'm gonna send y'all some merch. Brandon, I got your stuff coming in the mail shortly. Thomas, I got your stuff coming in the mail shortly. Like I said, I was just trying to get settled in a new crib, so like I said, but we all gonna be sending y'all little swag packages out to y'all. So so be on the lookout for that. Like I said, if you'd like to become a patron, but you got to become a patron. I'm not just doing it. You got to become a patron in this show. So yeah, and it's gonna be real special, exclusive stuff that you're not gonna see on our merch website. I'm wearing some exclusive unlabeled merch right now. But yeah, we're gonna get y'all right if y'all would like to support the show. But like, trust me, we back now. We're gonna be back with our consistency. We try to take a break off so I can get some stuff situated. Man, on that note, if y'all don't got nothing else to add, man, I'm gonna stop.
Real quick, Rom. Let me get a nephews a shout out, man. Elijah and Lennon. Hey, they was watching it with their dad, and they was like, "Why Uncle Trey on that TV screen?" I had to give a little shout out.
Hey, man. Tell Elijah because I'm rich, broke guy. broke guy. Hey, man, but listen, man, we appreciate each one of y'all for tuning in. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next. Well, I don't know when we're gonna see y'all again, but it might be sooner than later with another episode of Unlabeled Podcast. Peace.